Hi guys! Today we are going to talk more about arrays, so let's review what an array is. An array is a group of objects arranged in rows and columns, just like these stars. I have my rows and I have my columns. And the reason we use arrays is because it's easier to count. We don't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can say, we know there's 3 here, and we know there's 3 here. Add them together. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Or we can count them in columns. There's 2, 2, and 2, and we know 2 plus 2 plus 2 is also 6. So a row are objects lying side by side, just like this, in a horizontal line, just like the soccer balls. And a column are objects lying on top of each other in a vertical line, just like the basketballs. So yesterday, we took an array and we were able to write 2 different repeated addition sentences for those arrays. So here we have 1 row of 4 flowers and 2 rows of 4 flowers. So if I wanted to write a repeated addition equation for this array, I could say 4 plus 4 equals, and I know 4 plus 4 equals 8. Another repeated addition sentence I could write for this is using columns. So I could say 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And I know that when I count by 2's, we have 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have 2 different repeated addition sentences for this one array. This one is using rows, 4 plus 4, and this one is using columns, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And either way, I get the same answer of 8. So today, we're still going to be working with arrays and repeated addition, but instead of starting with an array, we're going to start with a repeated addition sentence. So let's look at 3 plus 3 plus 3. Well, I want to make an array, and I'm going to show you several different ways you can do that on Seesaw. The easiest way is if you have an image that you like. I like to go to getomoji.com and copy and paste an image. So I just highlight it, right click, and copy. And then I make a text box and right click and paste it in. So I know I need 3. There's 1 3. I'm going to click enter and do another row of 3. And then I'm going to click enter again and do another row of 3. That gives me 3 plus 3 plus 3. So that's one way you can make an array on Seesaw. Another way that you can make an array is by using your marker tool. And you can just make dots for each one. So this time we have to do 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So I'm going to say 1, 2. That takes care of that 2. 2. 2. 2. That's 4. 5. And 6. So let's make sure I have them. I have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's 6 2's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 groups of 2. And that gives me, if I can just count by 2's, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And this one gives me 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 I know is 6. And then 7, 8, 9. Another way that we can do arrays on Seesaw is to actually add a shape. So I am going to click here and I'm going to pick the star and I'm going to make it smaller. And I know one of my rows needs to have 8. So I'm actually just going to duplicate this. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to line them up as best I can. This way takes a little bit longer because you actually have to move them and line them up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I'm going to do all that again. So I'm going to duplicate this 8 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to drag these over to make my second row of 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I'm going to do all that again for my third row of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now I'm going to move them to my third row. So as you can see, this way takes a little bit longer, but it is okay if this is the way that you want to do it. So now I have 3 rows of 8, so I can say 8 plus 8, which I know is 16, and then I can just count on 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I know my answer here is 24. So let's do another one together. We have 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. I'm going to choose to do it this way, and this time I'm going to copy my mushroom. I'm going to make a text box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, enter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, enter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, enter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have 4 rows of mushrooms, and each row has 5 mushrooms. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And it's really helpful if you know how to count by 5s, so we don't have to count each individual one. So that equals 20. So let's practice. I want you to take out your whiteboard that was in your student bag. It has a white side and a red side. And I want you to draw an array for 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 and give me the answer. And then I want you to draw an array for 7 plus 7 plus 7 and give me an answer. You can pause the video while you work. Okay, great job. So let's go over this. For 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, this time I'm going to use a rows. And I know my first row needs to have 4. My second row needs to have 4. My third row needs to have 4. That's 1, 2, 3. My third row needs to have 4, and my fourth row needs to have 4. So I'm going to put that there. And now I can figure out my answer by counting by 4s. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus another 4 is 12, plus another 4 is 16, plus another 4 is 20. Oops. So we know that this repeated addition sentence and this array match, and there are a total of 20 roses here. Next, you should have done 7 plus 7 plus 7, and I'm going to use a fish. Text box, I'm going to make my first row of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know I need another row of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one more row of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that gives me 7 plus 7 plus 7. And I can start with doubles. I know 7 plus 7 is 14, and then I can count on 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So arrays really help us be able to not have to count individual items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. You can count by 4s, you can count by 7s, however many are in your rows or columns. So here's what you are going to do. You are going to create an array for each one of these repeated addition equations. You can use emojis like I did, or you can use your marker tool, or you can use the shapes here to create your repeated addition sentences, and then make sure that you write the answer on the blank. So you're going to create an array for 5 plus 5 plus 5, and then write what that equals. Create an array for 8 plus 8, and then write what that equals. And you're going to do that for all of the repeated addition sentences.